A new Tumblr page addresses the issue of selfies at funerals. So apparently this is something that young people are doing these days because narcissism in regular selfies just wasn't enough. So basically young people are going to funerals, usually for family members, and they pose in ridiculous pictures. We want to give you a few examples here. In one of them you see these two young blonde girls, and they said they cried off all their makeup, but they're at a funeral. They're very sad.
No, but I like cried off all my makeup, so ew. Okay, that's very classy at a funeral.
And of course that's to get some sort of reaction like, oh, you don't look ew, you look great without makeup. Probably something like that.
Right.
Wow. Never appreciate what you have till it's gone. Rest in peace, Grandpa. You will be missed.
Grandpa would have been very proud of that selfie.
All right, let's look at another one. I mean, there are endless examples. I took a selfie in the bathroom at a funeral today, and I think that makes me a bad person. Well, at least she's self-aware.
Okay, yeah, that's like...
At least she knows.
Like, that's actually significantly better than the rest.
But I like that she has a little smirk on her face as she takes the picture.
Right.
Wow. So, okay, let's discuss. We have more pictures, more examples, but before we get to all of that, oh, love my hair today. Hate why I'm dressed up. #funeral.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. That crossed into kind of funny at that point. Because, I mean... Who thinks #funeral is appropriate? Like, I almost like want to do like a whole #funeral thing now. Okay, now look, don't get me wrong. I love the Irish tradition. I've said it many times that at a funeral you should have a party and you should celebrate that life, right? But when it's a loved one, it's a little hard to celebrate, and that's why, and I think seize the day, etc. That's why I love the Irish tradition, and I don't want people to be too somber, etc. But it's hard because you're broken up about the person,
of course,
right?
Yeah.
And you would think that would crimp your selfieing style, but apparently not. And these are young kids, and it's usually grandparents, but they can't let go of their self-absorption for 1 second to either celebrate grandpa's life or to be sad, or to deal with it in any way that does not revolve around you.
Yeah, and look, I want to make one thing absolutely clear. Young people today seem as though they're more narcissistic or more self-absorbed than earlier generations, but that's not necessarily the case. They just have the capability to do that.
It's totally true. If you gave that capability to, you know, when my generation, I feel weird saying that. Okay, when we were younger, would we have been just as self-absorbed? Of course! My parents' generation, my grandparents, every one of them, when you're kids, you're like, me. This universe obviously revolves around me. Now we just given an iPhone in everybody's hand and allowed them to do this. Here, like this. Grandma would have done it too. She just didn't have the capacity.
I never really understood that face. Why do people make that face? Look, I have taken a selfie or two. I stopped after getting a little bit of criticism from Cenk Uygur.
So, sorry to all the people who enjoyed her selfies.
Okay, no one enjoyed my selfies except for myself, and I totally acknowledge that. No, but I never once did that stupid, like, puckered lips.
Except just then.
What? That's not hot. Why do people do that? I never understood it.
Maybe they think it thins them out or something. I don't know.
It's ridiculous. Now, we do have more. We have to get to the other ones because you thought those were bad. There were worse ones. Depressing funeral selfie. Okay, that one's not, I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Let's go to the next one. That one, I just can't. He's flexing in the picture. That's what's happening right there.
But that's what Grandpa would have wanted. You know, like, look, Gramps dies, I get it, like, it happens. I just hope that this wasn't like their best friend or their mom or their dad. And
after funeral selfie, laughing my ass off. This one just drives me crazy. Killing the selfie game at Pop's funeral.
Oh, yeah. Killing the selfie game at the funeral?
You're killing something.
Jesus Christ, man. No bounds of reason. #funeral.